Okay, let's talk about what feels like the next real step in AI. We're moving beyond just, chatting with an AI. We're getting into a world where we can build fully automated systems that can handle some seriously complex work, all the way from start to finish. So today, we're going to do just that. We're going to assemble our very own AI work team.
But before we can build that team, we need to talk about a problem, a frustration really, that I'm pretty sure many of us have felt. Becoming the human bottleneck when you're just trying to get different AIs to work together.
You know the drill, right? You've got this awesome AI for doing research, you've got another one for writing, maybe a third one for crunching some data. The problem? They're all stuck in their own little boxes. They can't talk to each other. So you end up being the go-between, the human coordinator, just endlessly copying and pasting context from one chat window to the next. It is slow, it is super inefficient, and let's be honest, it's just plain exhausting.
What we're looking at here is a fundamental shift in your role. Think about it. On one side, you're the coordinator, stuck doing all that manual labor. But on the other side, you get to become the director. With the real AI teamwork model, the AI, in this case Claude, becomes the team lead. Handoffs between agents are totally automated, and all the context is shared in one common workspace. This lets you focus on giving the high-level instructions to your new, cohesive team.
So this leads us to the big question. What if your AIs could actually work together, automatically? Just imagine them collaborating seamlessly, passing work from one specialist to the next without you having to lift a finger. Well, that is the exact problem a system like Claude Code is built to solve.
So what is Claude Code exactly? Well, try to think of it less like just another AI chatbot and more like the entire office. It's the digital workspace where your AI team actually comes together to get things done.
Probably the best way to think about it is like a shared project folder on a server. Every single specialist on your team, the writer, the analyst, the strategist, they can all see all the files. They understand the full project context, and they can add their own contribution. And watching over the whole thing, that's Claude, acting as the project manager, making sure everything runs smoothly.
And the best part is, you don't have to be some hardcore developer to get into this. Sure, you can run it in a local terminal to get the full-blown experience, but there's also a simple desktop app. It makes getting started incredibly easy for pretty much anyone. Okay, enough of the theory. Let's actually build something. We're going to start with the absolute foundation of our AI workforce by creating our very first agent. So let's hire our first agent. We'll call it the content strategist. Now, this is the most basic kind of agent we can make. It doesn't have any special tools or skills just yet. Its entire brain is really just a simple instruction file, a markdown document that clearly lays out its role and what it's responsible for on the team.
So what happens next is we give this agent access to our project files, including a template for a content brief. We give it a topic, and boom, it gets to work. It goes out, researches the web, and using our template, it produces this incredibly detailed, high-quality content brief. And the best part? Everything lands exactly in the right place, in the right folder, with absolutely zero copy-pasting from us.
Okay, so we've got our first team member. It's solid for sure, but it's a bit of a generalist. Now this is where it gets really fun. Let's give our agents some serious upgrades by equipping them with specialized skills and tools.
See, we can evolve our agents by layering on new capabilities. We start with that basic foundation, right? The agent with a role. Then we can add skills to help them handle more complex, repeatable tasks. And for the ultimate upgrade, we give them tools, which are basically superpowers that connect them to the outside world for live data.
Think of skills as detailed, reusable instruction manuals for your AI. So, for example, let's say we hire a presentation specialist. We can give it an official document creation skill. This skill is basically a pre-built guide that teaches the agent exactly how to structure, design, and fill out a slide deck.
So, what this means is we can now just point this new agent to a raw data file sitting in our shared workspace and say, hey, make a presentation. And a few minutes later, it delivers a 10-slide deck, complete with charts and graphs, all following our brand guidelines. We've just created a powerful, repeatable capability we can call on anytime we need it.
All right, now for that superpower, tools. Tools are the connectors that bridge the gap between your AI team and the real world. They let your agents tap into the very same external systems and live data sources that a human team would use every single day. To really see this in action, let's create a data analyst agent. We'll give it a tool that connects right to our Google Analytics. Then we can just ask it to analyze our website's performance. It'll go out, connect to our live data, pull all the latest metrics, and build a strategic, interactive HTML dashboard.
It does all of this completely on its own.
So we've built our individual specialists, we've got a strategist, a presentation designer, and a data analyst. Now for the really, really exciting part. Let's see what happens when we unleash them all to work together on one single, multi-step project.
So we give Claude just one high-level goal: create a full content package on a certain topic. Using what are called routing rules, Claude immediately becomes the project manager. First, it delegates the research to the content strategist. Once that brief is done, it automatically hands it off to an SEO specialist to write the article. And finally, it passes everything over to the presentation specialist to create the deck. It's a completely seamless, automated workflow.
And just look at what you get at the end. A comprehensive research brief, a massive 5,000-word blog post, and a beautiful on-brand presentation. But the real magic here isn't just that the tasks got done. It's that because they all worked from the same shared workspace, all the final outputs are perfectly aligned and tell one single coherent story. And that right there, that's the key takeaway. We've gone way beyond just single, isolated AI tasks. We are now orchestrating a full, multi-step project that is handled from end to end by a team of collaborating AI agents. This is what true AI orchestration really looks like in action. The possibilities here are genuinely staggering. I mean, you could build an AI team to run entire marketing campaigns, automate all your financial reporting, or even manage software development cycles. The framework is there. So the only real question left to ask is, what complex task will you give your first AI team?